Good morning, scholars. I'm happy that you guys got to join us today. Again, so this is going to be our second video of the day. Today, we will be finishing up with our seasons. So, we know that we had winter, then we had spring. In the first video today, we had summer. And then, can you take a guess at what we might be learning about today? So I had winter, spring, summer, and fall or autumn. So fall or autumn are the same thing. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Dear kindergartners, I wish summer could last forever, but it can't. Eventually, the warm weather of summer ends and autumn begins. In autumn, kids are back in school. The air becomes cooler than it was during the hot summer months. It might still feel warm during the daytime, but there's a slight chill or cold feeling in the air at night. By the end of autumn, it can be really chilly during the day and at night. As autumn progresses, so progresses means to continue. The days get shorter and shorter. That's because the sun rises just a little bit later and sets just a little bit earlier. So you notice that the sun is going down a lot earlier and it's getting darker a lot sooner. Autumn begins in the middle of September and includes the months of October and November. So we just got out of November, so we're moving on to winter. Oh man. Can you tell by looking at today's date if it is autumn now? So yeah, it is autumn, or it just passed autumn, right? During autumn, the leaves on many trees change colors. They turn from green to bright yellow, orange, red, or brown. It's so beautiful. Last autumn, my family took a trip to the mountains near Washington, D.C. to enjoy the autumn colors. The air was so cool and crisp up in the mountains. Look at this picture from our trip. The forests are full of bright autumn colors. So look how beautiful you can see all the different colors of leaves. What colors do you see on the trees? Just think about that for a second. Some trees shed their leaves in autumn. This means that their leaves begin to fall on the ground. Do you remember what type of tree sheds its leaves? That's why another name for autumn is fall, because autumn is when the leaves uh, of trees fall on the ground. The grass is covered with a blanket of brown leaves. Many people rake the crunchy leaves into piles and then take them away. My friends and I always try to jump in them for fun before they are all gone. There are some farms a few hours outside of Washington, D.C. Autumn means harvest time for farmers. Harvest time is when farmers gather the crops. Farmers pick the fruits and vegetables from the field when they are ripe and ready to be eaten. When farmers finish harvesting their crops, they all get together for a really fun event, the county fair. The farmers all bring their best vegetables and animals to show off to everyone so everyone can see how good they are at growing vegetables and raising farm animals. Last year, I went to the county fair. I took this picture of the pumpkins that the farmers harvested and brought to the fair. The pumpkins with a ribbon on them won a prize. So yeah, they have a pumpkin contest to see which one is the best pumpkin. That's so crazy. I love seeing all the big, healthy vegetables and the beautiful farm animals at the fair. But there's something I love even more, the rides. There are lots of fun rides, like the Ferris wheel at the county fair. Oh man, Mr. Spivey would be scared to go on that one, let me tell you. There are also fun games to play and food to eat, like corn dogs and cotton candy. Yum, that's more my speed. By early November, the air outside gets chilly in Washington, D.C. Sometimes the skies are clear and sunny, while other days are gray and cloudy. The wind blows more than it did during the summer. The autumn wind sends dry, crunchy leaves whirling and twirling throughout the streets and parks. The autumn wind whispers that winter is coming soon. In late November, near the end of autumn seasons, is one of the most important holidays in the United States, Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving Day, people in the United States like to gather with their families and friends. In my family, my grandparents and cousins and uncles and aunts come to our house to have Thanksgiving dinner together. I always look forward to a big dinner of turkey, stuffing, potatoes, rolls, and cranberry sauce with pumpkin pie for dessert. Then my cousins and I play football in the yard. Thanksgiving is a very close to the end of autumn. By that time, the air starts to feel very cold, especially at night. The trees are bare or empty with no leaves on them. Once the trees look like this, you know that autumn is almost over and that it will soon be winter. When winter comes, we are once again at the beginning of the cycle of the seasons. Now we've talked about each of the 4 seasons and their different characteristics. Can you say the seasons in order with me? So let's start at the very top. So that's a snowflake, so I know that that would be winter. I'm seeing beautiful flowers, spring, summer, and autumn or fall. Thanks for sharing. Your friend, Annie. All right, friends, so that wraps up our season. So remember, we start with winter, spring, summer, and then autumn. So right now, we are just now starting winter. So we're starting over in the season, the cycle of seasons. So we are in winter, and then next season will be spring, summer, and then fall. Friends, I hope you guys enjoyed learning about this. I hope you guys learned a lot and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye, friends.